I'm Deb Oraz, and I'm a board-certified clinical nutritionist. And I am going to be talking to you a little bit about detoxification today. This is my first Facebook Live for Roots Yoga and Nutrition, so bear with me as I figure out the Facebook Live way to operate. And if you post any questions, I'll go ahead and respond to those. For those of you who don't know me, I am the owner-operator of Roots Yoga and Nutrition. I do one-on-one nutrition consults, and I help people to lose weight. I help them to regain energy and prevent chronic disease, and I do this with one-on-one personalized nutrition care plans. I have a master's degree in nutrition and integrative health, and I am board certified and licensed as a dietitian nutritionist. So I recently wrote a blog on detoxification. Right now it's the beginning of the year, and we start to think a lot about detoxification. What does that mean, detoxification? Is that a juice fast? Am I just going to drink juice for a week and now I'm all set for the year? I've done my detox. A lot of confusion out there as to what it means, and I like to think of it as an equation, right? I'm an engineer originally, and so I tend to think of things really mathematically, and I think of it as an equation. We're bringing in toxins into our body, so that's the plus side of the equation. And then our detoxification is how we're eliminating those negative things, like it could be chemicals, it could be stress can be a toxin. So things that we want to get rid of our body. How are we now eliminating those so that in the end we have zero buildup in our body? And we're going to look at both sides of the equation. So how can we minimize what we're bringing in? And then how can we be more effective at eliminating them so that in the end we have zero built up in our body of toxins, which is going to make us feel well, right? When we have too many toxins building up, we're going to start to feel tired, we're going to have difficulty losing weight, and ultimately we're going to end up with chronic disease. So thinking about what we're bringing in, we want to look at our food, our environment, our lifestyle. So can we buy more organic foods and minimize the toxins there that we're bringing into our body, right? We know about the pesticide residues left on foods. There's a great website, the Environmental Working Group posts the list of the most pesticide-ridden produce, and you can always take a look there, ewg.org. They also list the best seafood to purchase so that you're minimizing those toxins coming into the body. We also like to think about how are we preparing our food. So can you cook in pans that are not aluminum? We know that aluminum creates some problems with toxification. Our cleaners in our house, going through our cleaners, our shampoo even, trying to look for sodium lauryl sulfate free shampoos. So a lot of ways that we can minimize what we're bringing in. And then also, how are we eliminating toxins and how can we make those processes more effective, right? Our liver works on eliminating all the toxins in our body. So we really want to provide liver support, and there's a lot of herbs we can do that. And once the liver neutralizes these toxins that are in our body, they're going to be eliminated through sweating, through our bowel movements, and through urination. So those three basic processes, I know we don't like to talk about them a lot, but they're super important and we need to talk about them. So if we can support our sweat, our urination, and our bowel movements, we're supporting detoxification. You probably never thought of that before. So one thing that really comes to mind, it's going to support all three of those, is how much water we're drinking. And we want to drink half our body weight in ounces every day. And so maybe we could start with pouring some water bottles in the morning that add up to half our body weight and see, do you usually get that much water in a day? Are you able to start increasing your water intake? Now, at the same time, as you're thinking about both sides of the equation, make sure that the water that you're drinking isn't also inducing some toxins and adding up to the amount that you're taking in. So minimizing the use of plastic water bottles, drinking filtered water, and drinking that water out of metal, stainless steel containers or glass containers. So water is going to support detoxification. And sweating, how do we sweat? Well, of course we have to drink, so we have some water to eliminate, but exercise. Exercise also has an added benefit that it's going to reduce stress and help us to eliminate the stress in our body, and we're going to sweat. So can you find some workouts where you're able to get your heart rate up there and do a little bit of sweating, and preferably every day, some sweating. And then different ways in our diet to make sure that we're having normal bowel movements, and that's with eating lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, having enough water, and of course exercise supports that as well. And then some of my other favorite ways of detoxifying, of course, is with yoga. So can we do some twists, right? Just adding in an inhale and an exhale to twist one way and to twist the other way, right? Such a simple move that probably took me like 10 seconds. And now you've had a little bit of movement in your intestines, brought some fresh blood down there, and that helps with digestion, helps with elimination in our bowel movements and detoxification. So any twists that you can throw into your yoga practice help to support the detoxification. And then we talk about, so that's the long term, how we're balancing the equation of what we're bringing in with what we're eliminating through supporting our natural detoxification processes of the liver, and then excreting those toxins through the body sweat, urination, and bowel movements. Now, short term, we can do things to help support that process of the liver neutralizing these toxins and getting ready to excrete them. So some of the short-term detox diets or adding in supplements can be helpful to just speed up that process in the liver, to get the liver more active in the detoxification. And so, you know, a nutritionist can guide you in some of those processes where you can do a short-term speed up of the neutralizing of the toxins and excretion. And that can help to jumpstart your metabolism. It can help to bring you more energy and get rid of that buildup that you may have had, so that then long-term, you can work on making sure that that equation is balanced, your ins and your outs, and you're not having a buildup. So hopefully that makes sense, short-term versus long-term. Long-term, balancing the equations of ins and outs so you don't have any buildup. And short-term, going ahead and working on increasing the liver's capacity to excrete whatever buildup you've had. And hopefully you all have a wonderful Friday, and join me for some more Facebook Lives, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.